Oh, shoot. This has got a bite. Oh, he's bit it. Take the bait, bro.
What up, you guys? It's your buddy Randall. Welcome back to the Quick Catch Release YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going over some tips and tricks and the untold truth of catfishing. So stick around. It's going to be a great video. I'm glad you guys are with me. Let's go fishing.
Got the truck out here this morning and we got rod holders. We'll put those babies in later. I got everything right here I need. But we're literally just parked on the side of the river. I mean, you can kind of see right here. And it works out perfectly for me. All right, so this is what we got for bait. Crappie, spotted bass, and yellow bass. And then we got some gizzards. All right, guys, we're not gonna use big chunks today. I really wanna use this crappie. Crappie is like the best bait to me. Yeah, nasty little thing, isn't it? All right, guys, we're gonna make this as simple and clean as possible. We're gonna cut this head off right here. It's gonna be a first bait, and I'm not even gonna wait any longer. I'm just gonna cut him up, put him on the hook, and throw him right out, and we'll get the other. We'll worry about the other baits in a second. All right, hook him. We're gonna hook him right here, right through the nose. What we're gonna do, we're gonna walk down this bank. That's why I brought these boots with me. That way we can kind of scatter some baits. And then we're gonna walk back and put them in the rod holder. So that is set right there. If anything takes off, we're gonna know. And we should be good, right there. Now let's get another bait out. Well, we're all set, guys. We got our 3 rods out there. Might throw out one more. Not for sure. We are all set for sure. I mean, I think the last thing I need to do is take these dang boots off and we should be good. That's what I'm gonna do right now. Now this is a unique part of the river, I will say. And the reason why, because it's a deep part. That's why. It's around 40 foot deep in this area, right off the bank. In the main channel, there's some areas that are like 60 foot deep, but right here in particular, it's kind of like a shelf, and there's a flat right here. I'm gonna kind of show you. You see how it kind of gravitates slowly, and it's kind of like a sandbar. You can see all these weeds. Well, that provides a lot of shelter and food for your bait fish. Excuse me, bait fish. Those catfish eat those bait fish. So what they're gonna be doing, they're gonna be out there in the main channel of catfish, more than likely, especially the big ones. They're gonna be cruising a ledge. There's a ledge out here, so it's like nice, smooth, sandy bank, and then it drops off to 40 foot. So those catfish, you know, here's your bait fish, nice, smooth, and then here's your drop off to 40 foot. Those catfish will hang out right here on this little slope, and that's where they'll eat their bait, ambush them, whatever you want to call it. And I'm hoping one is cruising that drop off this morning. If they are, we're probably gonna catch him. If he likes crappie, I don't know. It might be picky. They're Tennessee catfish. You never know around here. Those dang things eat chicken liver. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, we got 3 poles out right there. Uno, dos, tres. 3 good rod holders. I might throw out one more bait. I guess it just depends on my mood. I don't really think it's gonna do much of a difference if I throw out one more bait, because if the catfish are here, they're freaking here, and they're gonna find my bait. I mean, there's no way that a fish is gonna miss my bait if they're traveling down this little slope of the river. So right now it's just kind of a waiting game. We're just gonna sit here and wait, and hopefully we can catch a giant. I'll quit rambling for a little bit and let you guys watch. So. Guys, I just hit the jackpot on bait, and we're about to throw him out live. Look at that. Not a big blue, well, I guess a bluegill, sunfish, whatever you want to call it. Just like that. It's maybe a little flathead in the area. Didn't throw him out far either, guys. Got him right on that drop, and all right, that should do. Wow, that was not expecting to catch some live bait, but anything will do. We've been here for about 30 minutes now. Still waiting game. Guess I'm gonna eat my banana now. I'm kind of hungry. Yeah, I think I'm gonna eat my banana. Oh, come off? Oh, dude, that stinks. We'll let him think about it for a minute. Oh, shoot. This has got a bite. Come on, buddy. Freaking commit. Oh, he's bit it. Take the bait, bro. All right, guys, just to do a little bit of ranting here. Haven't got any bites in the last couple hours. Well, actually, I'm wrong. Got 2 bites. Missed 2 fish. I think they were small because they didn't hook themselves and they were biting very lightly. Still kind of foggy out here. Kind of see it. A tip for you guys too, fishing in this transition weather, is you need to fish a variety of depths. You know, you fish 100 foot, 5 foot. Really, water temperature is going to predict where the fish are at. Where the bait fish are at, usually the catfish are at. So if you know where the bait fish are at, then I would put my bets there on the catfish being there too. But you can't go wrong fishing in a spot where there's a bunch of bait. You just can't. You'll never go wrong doing that. You know, another thing too is changing baits. You know, a lot of people use a lot of skipjack is like fresh skipjack. That's all you hear, catfishing community wise. But you don't have to use skipjack to catch big catfish. You don't need that necessarily to catch big catfish. Catfish will eat about anything. They say the world record was caught on chicken in Kerr Lake, but how true is that? Nobody knows. That's just a rumor. Big catfish have been caught off chicken. I've caught catfish off chicken. My go-to bait would be something out of the body of water where their fish are at. You're not going to see a chicken in the river just swimming and a catfish eats it. It's just not going to happen. Catfish don't eat chicken on a regular basis. My go-to bait during the winter is probably crappie and gizzard shad. Skipjack's a good bait. I really like it. Or I don't think it's as effective in winter as I think it is in spring when they're spawning. The gizzard shad, they have a shad die off during the winter, and when that happens, all those shad die, and that's just a smorgasbord for those big catfish. And that's kind of what they wait on during the winter. That's their Thanksgiving dinner during the winter. That's, you know, their Christmas dinner, all that junk. That's why I think shad work a little bit better during the winter. And crappie's good all year round. You can't go wrong with a good crappie. I don't know why. I know people like crappie. I'm sure catfish like them for the same reason. They taste good and they're tender. I'm gonna quit rambling for a minute. Watch my poles. Maybe something crazy will happen. Maybe it won't. I don't know, guys. I'm just fishing at the end of the day. Or these catfish are paid actors. Either one. I mean, I've had people say that my catfish are paid actors, or they're fake. And if that's the case, they are paid actors, okay? And they don't get paid a lot, so you better watch the video so they can make some more money, all right? All right, we'll let you know if we get anything. Well, guys, that sun is out, and it has killed the fog. The fog is gone. No more fog. It hasn't brought the fish out either. That's fine, because this is the reality of catfishing, guys. This is what catfishing is really like. You don't catch a lot of fish. This is real life catfishing. You don't catch a lot, and if you do, then you're probably lucky, or you're doing something right, and you're in the right time at the right place. And just so happens to be we're not in the right time at the right place. Might be the right place, wrong time. You never know. There's so many variables when it comes to catfishing. And I keep turning around because I think my rod's gonna go off, but it's probably not. And that's the reality of it, guys. That's the reality of it. You're not always going to catch fish. You're not always gonna catch fish. And a lot of people don't understand that. And this is a little insight on the YouTube junk. This is It's what we go through sometimes. As we come out here for a couple hours or maybe multiple hours, sometimes we don't catch nothing. And that's okay, because that's life. That's life. Okay? Sometimes things aren't going to go your way, and that's fine. But how are you going to respond? You can come back out here and fish the next day? Are you going to learn why you didn't catch fish? You're going to learn something from it? And that's what you should do as an angler, as a person. Anytime you do something in life and you don't succeed at it, take it as a lesson. Learn something from it. I learned today that I didn't catch fish this time of year in this spot. Doesn't mean this is a bad spot. It just means the fish aren't right here at this time of year. I learned that the fish aren't biting when the water level is like this. Maybe if they'll bite if it's a little higher or a little lower. I also learned that they don't like certain baits, or they just weren't here. I mean, there's so many variables to take in consideration that can help me improve as an angler, as a catfisherman. And if you apply that to life, you'll be successful. Not only in fishing, but in life in general, you know. And fishing is a lot like life. And that's why I like it. Some days are really good. Some days are really bad. Some days you catch a bunch of fish, big fish. Some days you don't catch nothing. Same thing with life. Some days are really good. Some days are really bad. Some days are really great. Some days are really sad. But regardless, we wake up and we try again every single time. And I just want to encourage you guys, if you don't catch fish, don't get sad because you went fishing. And fishing isn't always about catching fish. It's about having fun while you're doing it. And really, I had a lot of fun this morning, even if I didn't catch nothing. And that was the most important thing to me, was to come out here and have fun while we were doing it. And if there so happens to be a slim chance that either 3 of these poles takes off, you'll see that fish. And you'll see me reeling in that fish. And if not, well, I'm glad you guys came with me today on this trip. And I had a lot of fun with you with me. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, peace, love, God bless, and fish on, my friends.